on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And running with power here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Ritter. Incomplete. The Falcons at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. That is incomplete. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep is Tank Dell. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. And we know that about him, Charles. So maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on, will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Second and 6. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Stroud off the play fake. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Going deep here for Parker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Collins had a chance to seize a starting role in the weak Texans offense last year, but only managed to play in 10 games. Has to show some more playmaking ability this year, facing increased competition for targets.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Parker, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Let's go. Blue, 32.
Ritter to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Green jack. Yellow. Zoom.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 38, Mike 38. Know your job. Mike 38.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. Pass complete to Cordero Patterson out of the backfield. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Smack. Smack. Mega.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Pruitt, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Flushed out right. To the right side, he's got Parker. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
On the ready. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Touchdown, defense. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. And let's pin them here.
Buffalo 18.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stroud. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have yet again retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Everyone got four down.
Check. Lucky.
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Taking a shot for Dell here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell, 66 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
43 round. Eat on blue. Ready, go.
Ritter back to throw. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
In motion goes the tight end. Ritter now on second down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Kuhn knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now Stroud. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Stroud to throw it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
In motion, the tight end. They're going option play on third down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Tank Dell now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Second down and 6 now from the 26. To the right side and caught by Dell. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now third down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Stroud on third down now. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. And London, the motion man, right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Sheldon Rankins, former Saint and Jet, there on the stop. This is 2nd and 8. Miller in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
10 cycles.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Even at 32 years old, Patterson is someone who can turn any touch into a home run. Jack of all trades, master of all. He even improved upon his career best numbers from 2021.
On first down, Ritter. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw here taken in by Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The second down throw now from Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Go and play action. Ritter. And got his man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Dell on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have got... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. Going deep here for Parker. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Stroud. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, here's Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Again, it's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Stroud off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, what a catch by London. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Second down and a run by Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Ritter now. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Robinson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Robinson. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes.